Karim Albert Cook moved to France from Algeria when he was a child. At 14 years old, his brother bought him his first guitar, and he has since opened concerts for B.B. King. For the first time, he's agreed to talk about something other than his passion for music. Karim has been disabled for 52 years. It's 8:30 and he's taking his daughter to school.
I car share as much as I can to take other children to school too. It's better for the environment and helps people out at the same time.
The family left Paris 3 years ago and have settled in northern France.
When we first arrived here, she was in preschool. She told me other children made comments about me being in a wheelchair, and sometimes they were quite harsh. I know it upset her, but she's going to have to learn to live with it. In a way, it's her disability too.
Karim says that disabled people are separated from the rest of society.
It's the lack of information. People are scared. We did a concert at the school, and now the children know that their parents sing. I move around in a wheelchair, but I sing too. It's quite amusing to see their reactions.
Coucou, coucou, c'est papa.
Karim works from home whilst his wife commutes to Paris. He cherishes this normal life as a loving father, a husband, and a musician.
The biggest hurdle for disabled people is coming to terms with their disability. You must accept that there are restrictions, and once you accept that, you're no longer a disabled person. The wider society has to understand that there are people who have a disability, and if it wants to include them, it must make an effort to adapt public spaces in cities and towns. But if people don't make these efforts, then they're simply excluding them.
T'es prêt? Allez, on y va. Hey, yes!
Life at home is no different for Karim, but as soon as he goes outside, he's reminded of his disability.
Someone might say, why don't you park your car here? I could park here, there's enough space, but another car could come up and park right behind me, and I wouldn't be able to put my chair in the boot. I'd feel much more reassured if there was a space next to the play area, and it would be less risky for my daughter too.
And some infrastructures can make it difficult for him to remain independent.
They've set up these rails here to stop people from rollerblading in the play area. People might be able to step over them, but me, I'm stuck. What am I supposed to do?
Allez. Allez, il est fort, Arthur. 1, 2, 3.
His wife, Ines, has just returned from work, but they haven't got a minute to lose, as tonight Karim's giving a concert in Paris.
Being disabled becomes more of an issue when you're dealing with the wider society.
Do you think that's normal in today's age?
Nothing has changed really. We've been married for 14 years, but I don't feel like anything has changed. You hear about this law where shops are going to have to adapt to wheelchairs, but to be honest, I haven't seen many changes at all.
By going on stage with my wheelchair, I'm showing others that I'm not afraid to be myself. And it's good for them to see that we can still do these things despite our disability.
Karim performs all over the world and is currently working on his 4th album. According to the National Statistics Institute, 10 million people in France between the ages of 15 and 64 years have a disability. That's 1/4 of the working population.